Hello and welcome to Jazzy's Funky Views. And today I'm going to be talking about should people on benefits book holidays. I would say, I think a lot of people would think, well, when you're on benefits and only on benefits, you haven't got any work at the time. It should be, the money should only be enough to be able to basically live and survive. It's not meant for holidays necessarily. However, what I would say, if people who are only on those benefits and don't have any other money and they manage somehow to buy what they need and still be able to save so that they could go on a holiday, or if anybody gives them some money as like a present or whatever, but not enough to obviously cause a problem for them to have the benefits, but they were given enough money, so that they could possibly book a holiday, or if, say, they became very good at managing their money so that they can have some, just buy the essentials and still have some money left over to save so that they could have a holiday. I would say they're pretty skillful in working out, getting coupons, doing all these things, to be able to save enough money, especially now with the cost of living crisis and everything else. I think it's pretty good if they're able to save enough money and then be able to book a holiday with that, because I think the general population on those benefits would not be able to save just that on its own. If they've got a bit of savings as well, because you are allowed a certain amount of money as a saving up to a certain amount, if so, and not have to affect your benefits. Well, if they've got that money and they're able to do it, then I can't see what the problem would be for those people to have a holiday. But also as well, you have to think, if those people who are on just benefits, whether they're if they're disabled or something else and they have extra benefits on top, but also as well if they have children. Now, if they are actively seeking work, they're trying to get work, but at the same time they're doing everything they can to save their money and that, those children should still be able to have a holiday. I mean, especially as, if they've got to go to school in the main school terms, and then when the holidays come on, when they're not at school and they're in a holiday, if the parents have got enough money and they were able to save and then book a holiday and do, then that's good for the children as well. So they got somewhere else to go and maybe learn more things or just enjoy holidays as they do. I think that, again, it's good that the parents are good enough to be able to budget like that, because it is incredibly hard to do that, to save and whatever, and then have a little holiday in the summer holidays, and especially as a lot of holiday destinations do put up their prices in those holiday times, and that's the reason why a lot of parents tend to sometimes pull the kids out of school, and that's why you're getting problems like that. But at the end of the day, I think, if they I think as well that the schools shouldn't, penalise them, as long as, maybe if they go out and but learn something different. If they, if the staff could give them some work that they could sort of do whilst on that holiday, the sort of things they could look for and write up about or something, and then that way when they come back to school after that little holiday, I don't think it should be penalised that they have to be at school, and if they're not at school, then the parents get fined. I think it should be that the parents especially if they haven't got an awful lot of money, they should be able to pull them out. But with cooperation between the parents and the school about what sort of work the kids could do in the holiday a little bit, It doesn't have to be like the full day or whatever, just a little bit of things they could look at, to do with geography or to do with things like, walking around parks and stuff and looking at different, and learn from that in some way, so that the children get some benefit from it, and it is cheaper then for the parents. I know it means a bit of extra stuff that staff can do, but if you book it well in advance and you let the staff at the schools know that that's what you're doing because it is cheaper and they're on benefit, then they say, well, okay, because you told us in good time, we will find something that child could do whilst on that holiday, and then they can bring the work back from what they've learnt on holiday, that sort of thing. If they know where they're going, they know what they're doing. Maybe like visiting a zoo or doing something else or whatever, and then the school can find something for them to learn that might be sort of relevant to what they're teaching them anyway at school. It might be, that's my opinion on that. Whether it would be workable or not, I don't know, but that's my opinion anyway. So that's my funky views of the day. I'll see you later.